I, I came in his name. I'm saved by his grace. By his grace. I came in his name. I'm saved by his grace. 2,000 years ago, he died on a cross so he could show you how to live your life without sin and without lies. The devil took him on a mountain top, and offered him every kingdom he would not stop. He said, "Son of man, worship me. Come over, bend your knee." I said, I came in his name. I'm saved by his grace. Surrounded himself with 12 good men, disciples not weaker than there was Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, and they told the story after he was gone, how he was born and raised. It only took 3 days. In his name we are saved, but only by his grace. I came in his name. I'm saved by his grace. By his grace. Bank. Song goes out to all you natural girls. On the day you were born, God looked down at the earth place. On the day you were born, God looked down at the place you lay. He took a deep breath and then he blew on the clouds and he blew them away. Heaven and earth he built, it took him just 6 days. Took him twice as long to make that smile for your beautiful face. I said, 'cause you're a natural girl. A natural girl. Send a letter to Cadbury's. They made a recipe for your eyes. Took the twinkles from the stars, place them inside both your eyes. For me, for me, for me, for me. Mr. Key, 'cause you're a natural girl. I work for days, toil for hours and hours, just to pay for your dress and all your wedding flowers. And your dress will be made from the finest silk threads. It will fluster the priest and turn every man's head as you grace the aisle with those curves and that smile, that smile. 'Cause you are a natural girl with actual curves. Handmade by nymphs, they blushed at your beauty when they caught a glimpse. Your legs and your arms, your feminine charms, those charms. 'Cause you are a natural girl. Tra-la-la. Someone send a message to my father up above and tell him I found this girl, the one I truly love, the one that he sent down from heaven up above. She fits me just like a glove. 'Cause she's a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la-la. I climb the walls, climb the highest steeple. At the top of my voice I'll sing to all the people. found this girl. I love the one from above, above. 'Cause you are a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la-la. Write your name from Venus, Jupiter, Mars. When you look up at night, you'll see your name is written in the stars. 'Cause you are a natural, actual girl. Pink fingers. Hey, Bible check. Good evening. Nearly fell asleep. I had to come on earlier, otherwise I'd have fallen asleep. Boop, boop, doop, doop. Riff. Where are we? Music window. That's the one. Hello, music window. No, I played that one last night. Go on, no, why not? I get up in the evening and ain't to say come home in the morning. I go to bed feeling the same way, ain't nothing but tired. Man, I'm just tired and bored with myself. Hey there, baby, I could use just a little help. You can't start a fire. You can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire. Even if we're dancing in the dark. Messages keep getting clearer. Radio's on and I'm moving round my place. Check myself in the mirror. Wanna change my clothes, my hair, my face. Man, I ain't getting nowhere. I'm just living in a dump like this. There's something happening somewhere. Come on, baby, I just know there is. You can't start a fire. You can't start a fire with a broken heart. This gun's for hire. Even if we're dancing in the dark. You sit around getting older. There's a joke somewhere and it's on me. Shake the world off my shoulders. Come on, baby, the laugh's on me. Stay on the streets of this town and they'll be carving you up alright. They say you gotta stay hungry. Hey, baby, I'm just about starving tonight. I'm dying for some action. Sick of sitting around here trying to write this book. Need a love reaction. Come on, baby, just give me one look. You can't start a fire. You can't start a fire with a broken heart. This gun's for hire. Even if we're dancing in the dark. You sit around getting older. There's a dirt somewhere. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man that looks at bones. Yeah. I've been around for a long, long year. I've seen Satan steal many of my friends' souls. He made me think that Samantha Fox was a blonde with really big baps. But it turns out he's just a dude in disguise, and there's nothing I can do about that. I need to write a song, I really do. I ain't wrote one for yonks. I gotta find that song. Oh, it's not there. Yeah. Take the time to make some sense of what you want to say, and then cast your words away upon the waves. Sail them home with acquiesce on a ship of hope today, and as they land upon the shore, tell them not to fear no more. I said, say it loud, sing it proud today, and then dance if you wanna dance. Please, brother, take a chance. You know they're gonna go which way we're gonna go. We know is that we don't know how it's gonna be. Please, brother, let it be. Life on the other hand won't let you understand. We're all part of a master plan. So sing it loud, say it proud today. I'm not saying right is wrong. It's up to us to make the best of all the things that come our way. 'Cause everything that's been has passed. The answer's in the looking glass. There's 420 million doors on life's endless corridor. So say it loud, sing it proud today, and then dance if you wanna dance. Please, brother, take a chance. You know they're gonna go which way we're gonna go. We know is that we don't know how it's gonna be. Please, brother, let it be. Life, on the other hand, won't let you understand. We're all part of a master plan. Not nice. I was resonating through my chest. Diddle-ding. Drag queen, drag queen, drag queen, drag queen, begging of you please, don't you fool my man. Your dental arch is far too wide and your eyes, they look like mine. And I can tell just by the way you are. Jolene, 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 begging of you please, don't you take my man. Your beauty is beyond compare, flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, and your voice is soft like summer rain. I cannot compete with you, Jolene. Now he talks about you in his sleep, and there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I can easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't know what he means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 Jolene. My finger keeps sticking. I'm begging of you, please, don't you take my man. Your beauty is, no, it's the same. It's not your beauty, is it? It's, now you could have your choice of men, but I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness, it depends on you, whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Sing one for God. This one goes out to our Heavenly Father. Whoever you are, Father. Everywhere, I know, but if you're listening. Lucifer, son of the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of earth. I'm putting on an iron shirt. I chase Satan out of earth. I'm putting on a shirt. Chase the devil from earth. Sending him to space to find another race. I'm sending him to space to find another race. Him have to drop his fork and run. He can stand up to Jesus. Him have to left you with him gone. I said, big up with this bomb. I'm putting on an iron shirt. I chase Satan out of earth. I said, I'm putting on a shirt. Chase the devil from earth. Move ya with your gun. Me left you with the bomb. I said, move ya with your gun. Me left you with the bomb. I said, I'm sending him to space to find another race. I said, I'm sending him to space to find another race. I said, Satan is the evilest man, but the man, when I check him, my last sings hand. And when him slip a gun with him armed, I'm putting on an iron shirt. I chase Satan out of earth. I'm putting on a shirt, chase the devil from earth. Thank you, Father. Bink. Bop, 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 bop. Come here, you dick. Why'd you get under my feet when you know where I'm going, you prick? Why'd you get in there for Marlowe? That wasn't very clever, was it, doggy? With your biscuit. Give me doggy a little chicky bicky. I dropped it in the water and it's a little bit sticky. Dropped it in the sink. It was an accident. Good evening, boys and girls. How y'all doing? Yes, I'm early. How y'all doing? It was glitching. Your show's being messed with. No, I've just got a text on my phone that I haven't paid the internet for 3 months, apparently. The first message I've got in 3 months tells me debt recoveries on my internet bill. Like, you bitches. All it takes, they own a phone company. BT own a phone company. And they can't be asked to send me a message so your payment didn't go through. You could say it's my fault for not checking the bills, but everything always gets paid. Only it didn't this time. I must have missed one and it hasn't been paid. So if I get cut off, you know why. Right, where are we? Close that. Bink. And then, no. On my birthday, my car engine blew up. It just don't want to rain. It wants to pour, doesn't it? Satan really messing with me. Yeah, drivetrain in my car went. Blew the valves and everything, probably. He hadn't looked in it, but it's screwed. I know it is. It's just, I'm having one of those weeks. Right, where are we? There. Every day I look at the human skeleton. Why? Because it fascinates me, that's why. I love the fact that I can see the deception. With a little bit of training, so will you. There's a difference in male and female faces. Male faces are bigger. The face is a bigger face, look, compared to this face. You can visually see the difference. If I draw a triangle here, I get a bigger triangle there than I do here. It makes perfect sense because the woman's face is narrower than that of the man's face. A man has rectangular far apart eyes with a big bridge in the nose and a brow bone running over the top of the eyes. Women have rounded open eyes with a small bridge in the nose without a brow bone. Close set eyes. Men have bigger noses, men have bigger teeth, men have wider dental arches to match the far apart eyes and a square jaw to match them all together, giving him what we affectionately call a blockhead, a rectangle, or sometimes we say a bowling ball head, because the widest part is in the centre of the face, giving him the effect of a bowling ball. Sometimes men have really wide faces. Sophie Ellis-Bextor, Kelly Osbourne, to name a few. Women have upside down eggheads because their chins and jawlines narrow inwards, creating this beautiful sloping jaw and widest in the hairline. Not in the cheekbones, look, in the hairline. Giving her what we affectionately call the upside down egghead. Excess of copyright material may under circumstances be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching and research without need for permission from payment to the copyright holder. There you go. TV shows where we are. Oh, hang on, I've got let me copy paste stream. 1 second, I'll be right back. That one will do. Live purposes. Pause. Copy. I really like this bright telly compared to the projector. I'm quite glad I burnt it out. Well, I didn't totally burn it out, but I did wreck it. Everything broke. My projector broke. My car broke. Comes in threes, doesn't it? And then the internet bill, you bitch. Do you want a drink now? Oh, you little toss pot. And then you're going to want a wee wee. Come on, then. Yes, you little gorgeous. Let's open the back door. There. You're happy now. Oh, it's... Oh, me toe, Marlo. He's been doing it all week. When he darts for the back door, he catches my toes. Right. Where were we? Oh yeah, I was copying and pasting the stream. Did I do that? Before Marlo stopped me then. I don't think I did. No, copy and paste. YouTube watch. Yeah, we can tweet that. There we go. And did it get a picture? No. Well, I don't think it did. Let's have a look. Reset that page. Did someone say cookies? Refuse the non-essential ones, thanks, Elon. Right, did I get a picture? Yeah, it did. Saturday Night Live. There you go, we're live. How you all doing? Joe? Nice day on a non-spinning stationary flat plane. First in the house was Bible Chick. Let's bring that microphone down a little bit. There we go. Well done, Bible Chick. Stephen Swift came second. Rolly came third. I think that's it. Yeah, welcome to the show, guys. How you all doing? Right. TV shows. Let's go back where I'm at on that page. Can I bring that page up a little bit? It's weird not looking at the wall anymore. I've been looking at the wall for 2 years, and now I'm looking at a screen again. But it's so bright. Oh, my word. Right, TV shows, go back. US sitcoms. Modern Family. Yeah, we can do Modern Family. It's Al Bundy and all them, innit? Yeah, why not? Let's do Modern Family. You're lucky I just saw that. You haven't done it right again, but I saw my name. Who? Hannah Spencer. 2 first names. Green UK. I'm doing TV shows, you know this, right? Hannah Spencer. Hannah Spencer. He's got a big head. Game over on the jawline. Look. Look at the depth and breadth of that bone. At first glimpses, you might think, no, she's got a soft jawline. She looks feminine. But right there, that is game over. What is that? That's got to be Photoshop or something, surely. Is that really the same person? Is it a different Hannah Spencer? No, they've got the same type of eyes by the look of it. Really similar. I think it is the same person. That's really weird. It's just the camera position, right? Because it's up and above. You don't get to see that square. That is just huge. There's only one that could fit in there, right? You either call it a block or a bowling ball. It's your choice. Look at the size of it. It's bowling ball head. He's got a wide mouth. He's got deep set eyes, and you can see them better on that picture, really, how deep set they are. And the brow bone. A short forehead, look. It's not a big 5 head. It's a big face. Look, I've taught you many times. You draw a triangle, and if the triangle's massive, you've got a man. Because everything, look, wide, widest, wide again. Look how big that bottom jaw is. Hannah Spencer, even my back file, Hannah Spencer, let's have a quick look. Copy, back file, fuel was my last search. Open, paste, search, Hannah Spencer. See if you're there or not. Who is it? Green UK, what does that mean? Is he in the cannabis party? What's this? Is this all cannabis? Are they cannabis growers? What are they? The Green Party. I've never heard of the Green Party. Are they like for the environment? Is that what it is? An environmental party? See, I've never voted in my life, folks. So, oh. He's got guns on him, hasn't he, the lad? He doesn't need the power tools. He is a power tool. Look at the size of them guns. Jackhammer not needed. Just give him an hammer. That lady's got a really sloping jaw and a pointed. Look at the slope on that jaw compared to this one. Houston. Psh,
we have a problem. Hannah Spencer has got a big face. He's got a massive face. He hasn't just got a big face. He's got a huge face. And when you come to notice that all female politicians have got big heads, big faces, something starts to dawn on you. Even, what's that one? Posey Parker. Everyone's like, Posey Parker this, Posey Parker that. It's a dude. Oh, that's a dude as well. Gotcha. There's a woman. Lovely diamond in your legs. Knee breaking out at 4 o'clock. She's absolutely swinging that foot through to a female Bigfoot look. Look at the way those hips are wide. And the head's tiny. The head's tiny. But this one here. Oh, we've got a dude right there. We have got a dude. Woman, dude, woman. Knees together. Knees apart, look. Knees parting. There's another big-headed bloke, look. Don't matter which party you vote for, all the women have got big jawlines and wide cheekbones, short foreheads. Pair of dudes, look. Gorton and Denton. Is that their names? No, it can't be. Where they live. In Gorton and Denton. There's another problem. That must be the wife, surely. Look at that 5 head. You ratty-faced... They do, don't they? The FTMs get a ratty face. Not all of them, but that one's one of them ratty face ones. He could have starred in that Disney movie, Ratatouille. Got a Ratatouille face. Right. It's definitely the wife. Look at those here. Look at those chicken nom. I am a connoisseur of the chicken nom nom. And monsieur, mademoiselle, this is a chicken nom nom nom. All day long, this is a woman. And that right there with a giant man hand is a dude. You see, you, your children, your next door neighbours, everyone you love and know, are not allowed to even become politicians. Why? Because you might do something good for natural people. That's why. Freemasons, they love their brick walls. Who's this? Hannah B. Spencer. It's a total different Hannah B. Spencer. But he's got a picture in front of a brick wall. She's got a small face, hasn't she, that one? Look how small that face is. Draw a triangle. I dare you. Look at that. Oh my God, it's so obvious, isn't it, what they've done to you. National Grid. This one's in charge of power, apparently. He's got a strong neckline, hasn't he? That fella there with the broad shoulders. You wonder why your electricity bills are so high. They get it out the air. Lightning comes out the sky. Tesla knew this. We live in an electromagnetic realm, whatever it is. The sun and the moon are an anode and a cathode. We get free electricity. Our ancestors knew this fact, didn't they? Hannah Spencer walking. There's only one gate. Oh, no. Who's that? Oh, no, that's the other melonhead for Labour. He's trying to walk like a woman. There's just one problem. Both your feet are forward, and I can see no diamond, no queue line, and no break of the knee outwards. At this point now, I should see that back leg breaking. He's got a big head. In that picture, the thing that stands out is his melon, his noggin, his bowling ball skull. Look. I wish that was a big picture, because both of them noggins are bigger than hairs. Is that you? Jared, is that you? Jared, Hannah Waddingham. No, that is a big dude though, that one, isn't it? Hannah Waddingham. Do you know who this one reminds me of? It reminds me a bit of the Queenie out of Blackadder. Queenie? Yeah, that one. Julia something. Stevenson, maybe, I don't know. We got a Getty seal on him. Yeah, we're done. There's no gates for this person. And that's not his wedding. Yeah, we're done. It's a dude, final answer. And I base that solely on his tree trunk of a neck, chin to tie ratio. Look at that jawline. I base it solely on that jawline. And when you put it up against the wife, the egghead look with the sloping jaw compared to the square jaw. Look at the right angle. And then look at that sloping jaw. They look like a typical pair of porn stars. Oh, we're done. There's a gate. We got you now. And the wife. If you don't believe what I'm saying, study the human gaits, which is how men and women walk. There are only 2 skeletons in the entire realm. There are only 2 skeletons. You've either got ovaries or you've got testicles. It's one or the other. You either produce sperm or you produce eggs. It's one or the other. You either walk like a soldier or you walk like a duckling. It's one or the other. We got you right there. Is that a third? It is a third. That is a nice one. I said there was no gates, and then God literally blesses me with loads. We'll take all of them. Sever the image. We go back one. Sever the image. Ah, then Google takes the other 2 away. You bitches. Where was it? It was a nice picture. Where was it? Where's my third? Plastering. I need some of that. No, let's go back one. Gutted. I've only got 2 of those gates. Dang it. I'll take that as you... Hang on, I didn't even check the back file. Anna Spencer. No, you're not there. We'll take that as your 50-50. It's a little bit small, I think. But we'll take it anyway. And then there were more gates. How did I find them? Street. I've got that one. That's no good. Dang it, I should have taken them when I saw them. Did I get that one? I think I did get that one. Then I save image. +1, yeah, I've got that one. And I've got that one. Where's the other 2? Dang it, this is... Ball. I still don't like this when I do this. Ah, there's another one. That's a nice one. We'll take that one. Yeah. 3. Anna Spencer. Where's them other gates gone? There's 2 others. Walking. Let's try walking. Maybe that'll get it. Walking. I've got that one. I've got that one. I've got that one. Yeah. I think we're done. Let's take 3. Right, I'll just take 3. There you go. Boop. Anna Spencer. Let's cut you out for the channel. Anna Spencer, 2 first names. Hannah Spencer. Hannah Spencer. There we go. Done. Right. There we go. Right, let's come back. Karen Ojula. No, Karen Ojula. Copy, back file, paste, search, away it goes. As it searches the back file, we'll go into images, Bing, close set art, it's a small face, it's a woman, final answer, soft eyes, beautiful pink lips. I think they've enlarged the ears for this one. There's no jawbone, there's no neck, no trachea. I see a girl, I don't see a dude, face ain't big enough. That's a strange step you got there, it's not perfect. That's nice there. Still not got all the feet in though. Is that the husband? We're done, look at his cheekbones. Let's go back a second. We're still looking for your gates. Karen Azula. There's no pictures. Uh-oh. Walking. Oh, we might have her though. Let's have a look. Get rid of that F. Oh, we do have you. Right there, from Flamingo. It's a girl from the rear. Full mince. That's beautiful. And that's a dude. This is a dude, look. His foot's just here. It's not crossed over. Ears are crossed over, but his are not. Even though that SAR is in the way, I can still see it. I see a girl right there. I see a girl in that one as well. 2. There's a third from the rear. It's another full mince from the back lot. Another one there. 4. You can't quite see it. That's a beautiful mince. I don't know who she is. That's a beautiful mince though. Let's go back one. Flamingo, flamingo. I'm looking for that perfect forward looking full mince. Still not there. Oh, what's that? Arms akimbo. Look at the state of those arms. Big hips. Really big hips. There it is. If that's you. Is that Karen Azula? I don't know if it says Instagram. Trending Karen Azula. I do believe that is her. That's a beautiful forward looking mince. I don't think she's in the back file, you know. Let's have a look. Nope. No, she isn't. Right, we'll take that one. Save image. 1. Let's go back. State of those trousers. Look at that leg curling upwards there. I don't see any more there. Right, let's go back to the top here. I don't like that one. Or that one. Let's take the ones from here. 2, save image. 2, save image. 3, save image. 2 more. Is that him? That is him, but it's not very good. That's not him, is it? It's a nice in. It might be him. I don't know. It says Karen Azula, but that's a nice inline footfall. You know what? I think that is him. Here. I like that one, definitely. Let's take that as your 4th. Save image. That's him as well, is it? Right, let me go back. I'll have that one. Where's that one gone? It was from here, wasn't it? There it is. That's a beautiful inline footfall. 4. I need one more. Let's go street. Should finish her off. Same picture, same picture. Loads of reverse. That's nice if that's her. Is that her? Instagram? I think it is. Shame the feet aren't in that picture. It's a nice mince. Is that her? If that's her, that's number 5. We're done. Ed Sheeran. Went and had some time with this person too. People don't realise how big India is as a country. It's huge. Billions of Indians. And the industry, Bollywood, they've got their own movie industry. It's that big a country. Bollywood. Bollywood physics. There's nothing like it. Unless you've watched the Indian Terminator, you have not watched the movie. Oh, that's a nice one. Is that you there as well? Oh, it's just off. Just off. A little bit more over it would have been perfect, mince. Right, let's take your face. We're done. Oh, there you go. That one there, open from... Is that the boyfriend? I've just got to point out how big that face is and how pink those lips. This new telly literally does wonders for the pink lips. It really does. They just glow. Those lips are literally glowing on my screen. There she is with Jimmy Fallon. They've both got close set eyes, chubby little faces. I want a full face shot, please. That's nice. Where was it? You little pear-headed bitch. Where is it? That one. Shaped like a pear. Look at that. Look at those pink lips. Soft eyes. It's a little girl. It's a small triangle. It's a massive face. A massive skull and a small face is what I mean. I quite like that one. We could take that one. Is there nothing better? That one's clearer. I need a bigger version of it. Something like that. We're getting there. Oh my gosh, look at them lips. I just want to kiss her. He's not looking at the TV. She's not. Oh, look at those eyes. Chocolatey eyes. That's what I'm looking for. We'll take that as your face. Save image. Take your name, Karen Aujula. I can't say it. Copy. Open. Cut it out for the channel. Somewhere there, I think. Yes, put the name in. Paste. And that's perfect. Create. Done. Yeah. Curtis Warren, 2 first names. Curtis Warren. Net worth. Isn't this the Liverpudlian one? What's he got to do with the Gladiators? She's a girl. Which one's that? I can't remember which one that is. It's not Hunter, is it? Saracen. Is that Saracen? I don't know who it is. It's it's not what you say it. Oh, we're done. Is that his wife? Prison officer Stephanie Smithwaite jailed for an affair with a notorious gangster. I just got one problem, Stephanie. I don't even need to see a gate. I've just seen the prison officer. Right. I've been training you for absolutely years, right? And the last lesson I got off Bevy was that all mainstream media is bollocks, right? So I got pink lips here, which I don't have there. I've got the close set eyes versus the far apart eyes. Look at the difference. I've got a vertical, flat forehead look that crowns at the top with a widow's peak still clinging on, and a really wide forehead and a narrow sloping jaw. Here though, I've got a squarer jawline, a wider mouth, wider eyes, larger ears, and a short but wide look. Wide. Widest at the cheekbones look. It's wider than the forehead look. Like mine. She had has had the chin done by the look of it. Cocky Kate. Kate is cocky. Inmate Kate is cocky. Warren. He's got no Adam's apple. Explain it to me like I'm 5 years old. Go on. Explain how the prison warden has got the trachea of a full-grown dude, and this one with the pink lips doesn't have a trachea at all. I see squashy face here and big. Who's got the bigger triangle to you? And it's here. I see a big, wide ash triangle there. Curtis Warren, 2 first names. I'd be very surprised if this was a man. Very surprised. Let's have a look. Is that him when he was younger? That is a small triangle, wouldn't you say? A big skull. My head! I've had to say this a few times now. Hey up.
I've had to say this a few times now, but this is the final.
It's the final time I'm going to tell you.
Shut up about my head. It is normal. It is a nice head. It does not look like a sodding...
Tic-tac. Oh, but it does. If you look closely, it does. And so does this one. Absolutely no jawbone there is what I'm seeing. We need some gates. Is that you getting arrested, Curtis? It's funny, Curtis looks bigger in the pictures, doesn't he? Knee and foot's looking outwards there. I've got a problem with that gate. You could say it's because it's being led. And I'll agree with you. It might be because he's being led. Give me some gates. Curtis Warren. what we got there. That knee looks like it's bolting outwards. It really does. Is that you? Who's this? No, it's a bloody ice hockey player with big hips. Look at them sloping shoulders. Curtis Warren, the baseball player. Curtis is a girl as well, look. This Curtis is a girl. Who's this? St. Joseph's College coach. Those ears look small. Those eyes look closed. The teeth look small. I've got problems with you. Who's this? Brian Charrington. Wikipedia. He's got some male pattern baldness stuff going on there, hasn't he? Yeah, there's no pictures. Not famous enough. I'll tell you what, though, the prison screw that he had an affair with says it all to me. It really does. Convicted drug dealer Curtis Warren in court. Is that Curtis Warren, though? Is that him? I don't know if that's him or not. I wish that footstep had completed. It looks like it's coming inward, doesn't it? It does look like it's stepping over. I've got a problem with that. There's a diamond there that shouldn't be there, Curtis. There's pictures of him, but none of them are catching that gate. If that's him, I think it is. Oh, that looks a bit dodgy. That looks very Abbey Road. If only I could turn that round. If only I could turn that picture round a bit. There's a nice one, if that's him as well. Curtis Warren walking into court. That is definitely a woman's gait right there. State of that back leg. 1 second, I've got to let Marlo back in. I don't know if I'm going to get this one. Hold on. Come on. Ellen, just been out for like an hour or whatever it was. Let's come back. Right. I don't know if that's him. It says Curtis Warren, but it's not always Curtis Warren or the person you're looking at in the picture. Google sometimes gets the names wrong. Infamous gangster Curtis Warren. Which one? Here. Those are some slopey shoulders for sure. This one. I can't. That gate is. Look at this. Right where the hips would be. It's blocking it. Well, the prison guard had me laughing, so that says it all, right? There's this major problem. If I was to take this picture... In fact, I will take this picture and I will skull check it. If I was to skull check that picture, I know for an instant, look at the bridge in this nose, between the eyes. Look at the bridge in the nose. Now look at this nose. Look at the bridge in the nose. It's tiny. This is huge, look. From the corner of his eye socket to the corner of that eye socket. And then look how close together these two eye sockets are, because the bridge in the nose is smaller. This is a woman. I'm telling you, I just can't find the gates. It's a shame. Let's go walking in the street real quick. See if we can find it that way. Marlo, sit down. You've just been out for the last half an hour. Sit down. Alley up. If you want to come up, alley up. Sit down. Come on. Up. Up. Div. Right, lay down. Thank you. Again, it looks Abbey Road, doesn't it? It looks in line, but he's kind of turning. Oh, that's female. I'm telling you, this foot is out at 8 o'clock and that one's flicking through. I see a flamingo in that one as well. It's a female Bigfoot. The flat-footed woman lot. It's just a shame there's no gates. Who's this? The solicitor? Curtis Warren. It's a different Curtis Warren. It's not the same one, Peter. We're done. There's no gates. There's nothing I can do about it. Not famous enough, but solely on this picture here. Where is it? This one. Who's got further apart eyes? Who's got closer eyes? Houston, we have a problem. I can look at the brow bone on this dude. Look at that brow bone there. Yeah, and this one, nothing. It looks like those eyebrows were stuck on. Taped on. Taped on. Oh, let's do Ian Huntley, because apparently Ian Huntley, brown bed. Kate is Cocky Warren, UK crime legend, fails facial forensics for sure. They all do. Ronnie and Reggie Cray fail forensics. How is this one going to pass? It's something they put before us. Ian Huntley's a prime example. Let's go after Ian Huntley, because apparently she died. Today. Let me just get sat comfortable. There were two pictures of Ian Huntley that when I saw them instantly, I thought lesbian. This was one of them. Strangely enough, I instantly thought lesbian. Looks like a woman that used to come in. I used to work in a gay bar. Although it wasn't a gay bar, normal people came in too, but lots of gay people met there, so they called it a gay bar. And this reminds me slightly of the owner, actually, of the pub, but also of a woman that came in, one of the owner's friends. They were very similar looking. You know how butch lesbians have this short haircut and wear men's clothes? They both did that. They walked around and acted butch. This one, I saw that face and it was so soft. And I was like, you're a girl. And bearing in mind, I grew up near these two. Allegedly, someone said that I lived in one of the houses that this person used to live in, him and Maxine. But I don't know how true that is. I lived near Maxine for sure. I didn't see Ian, but I saw Maxine on numerous occasions. The first time I saw him, bearing in mind I'm only a 17-year-old lad. I'm going back 35 years nearly. When I first saw him, I thought, you are one ugly girl. That's what I thought. But what it is my subliminal in me was registering broad shoulders, thick neck, square jawline, far apart, deep set eyes, a wide mouth, low set ears look. I was registering all this as a young man, not recognising it as a man in disguise. I just thought, it's an ugly girl. This is the one that's supposed to have killed Ian Huntley. I'll tell you what though, if they're not cheek implants, they have some wide ass cheekbones. Ian Huntley. Who's the name of this person? I can't remember. Ian Huntley's mother admits, part of me hopes he dies, blah, 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 blah. Saying he's unrecognisable. Double child murderer, Ian Huntley fighting for his life, HM prison. Mental, I don't know what it says, 15% chance of survival. I can't remember this one's name. Convicted murderer boasts that I killed him after Ian Huntley attacked in prison. It doesn't tell me the name of this other killer. I'm sure it's two first names, whoever it is. Oh, Ian Huntley is blind, brain dead, and will likely die soon after having his head something. See, I don't believe any of this because, firstly, these two are boys. That's my first problem. I know this one's got closer set eyes than that one. It's just a regional variation. That's all it is. This head is much bigger on Jessica, is it? The parents of those two give it away. I'm telling you now, the parents of Jessica and Holly, go look at them. Huntley, where's that picture? Oh my gosh. Maxine Carr and Ian Huntley. Are these actors playing them? Yeah. Look, wide eyes, close set eyes, long face, small mouth, wide mouth, square jaw, long neck, short neck, fake Adam's apple. Let's go back. Charles Bronson, even the convicted nut job in old prison, I see a woman's face, pink lips, rounded eyes. She got big ears for a girl though. Let's go back. There, these are the pictures that were Anthony Russell. Thank you. 2 first names. You see, I don't think that any of the story. If none of the story is true, then how can this bit be true? How can, right? If Ian and the 2 boys aren't true, then how is this connection story? I've got to accept it as truth as well. There'll be people all around England reveling in it, saying, he got what he deserved, blah, 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 blah. I'll put your money on it. He's on Tupac Island. I'll tell you what, you got a nice 5 head, whoever that is. Detective. Where's your jaw at? Where's your chin? Why is your eyes so close together? Where's your brow bone? I've got major problems with this detective. Tell me why his face is pushed downwards. I'll give you a reason. Because he's female. The 5 head on a woman pushes the face downwards. On a man, it's spread wide. Like on Maxine, it's spread wide. But on this person, it's pushed downwards. Same as Inspector Clouseau. And I've seen it many times. Even the actors that play them look. This one's got the small head, no jaw. This one's got all jaw and all neck look. This is apparently is Ian Huntley's daughter. He's got wide eyes, hasn't he, that fella? Let's come back. Maxine Carr. So every time I saw this person, I thought you were an ugly woman. I had no idea that I was looking at a future Soham killer, as they call them, who killed these 2 boys, Holly and Jessica. If you look at Holly and Jessica's parents, I'll show you now, look. Holly, Jessica. Murders. Anything. I've got a hair in my mouth. So, what's this? Is that what they'd look like now? Is that, look, that might even be them right now. I'm telling you now, that could even be them right now. Unless that's a TV show or something. They love to mock us. Right, parents. There, we're done. Look at this one. You got to be kidding me. Have the hills got fucking eyes? Look at that face. Where's your jaw at? And when you get them all walking, look, little woman, big man. There's a big man. There's a little woman. Look at them. Look at the size of that big ginger honey monster there. No, they're not even walking, look, and I can see it. But it's when they walk, it gives them all away, look. Straight-legged man with a big neck. Look at the mastoid. Inward pointing legs, close set eyes, big 5 head. Dude here and another little woman on the left. That's a big fella there. There's a huge honey monster in the background there. But there are some great gate pictures of these lot, these 4. The 2 sets of parents. You know, they cause terror and distress to thousands of families across the nation, right, when they do this, when they perform this nonsense on me. Where's that picture of Ian Huntley young? Right, hang on. Let me get rid of that. Holly, Jessica, parents. Might get some more pictures then. There we go. Is that them? It is. And we're done. There's a woman, look. There's a man. And there's a man. Just by looking at the feet. This is a little woman here. There's your answer right there. Even if you don't believe me that these 2 are boys, right? Even if you don't believe that, oh, you bitch. These have all got the wrong gaits. That's a bloke, that's a bald woman, and that's a bloke with a long neck. Proven by the way they walk. With the Yorkshire Ripper, women didn't leave the house alone for 5 years. 5 years with the Yorkshire Ripper. Look at the state of that gate. I don't know who that is. The parents of Jessica Chapman, son of man code. They blast it in your face constantly. Big honey monster, the big ginger honey monster in the background. Look, this is a woman. with the pink lips. I love this new television. Look at those pink lips. So, it doesn't matter who I look at, which of these, whether it be, was it John Benet Ramsey, Holly and Jessica, whoever I look at, it's all the same codswallop. It's a production play. I'm living in the Truman Show, and so are you. And they call it true crime, and because it's UK true crime, you believe it happened, it's true. But look, as above, so below. All the spokes and everything seem to be missing on the big wheel. Every building looks slightly different, look. So I'm supposed to believe that Ian Huntley is this monster, when I can tell it's a girl walking. I did get Ian Huntley. There's this scene here where they're going for a press conference. Maxine, with the massive shoulders, walks like a soldier, and Ian crosses his legs all the way up. Look, the actor's doing it here, look. And I saw that same gait there, Ian Huntley, in this section here. He's dressed exactly the same. Ian Huntley and Maxine Cars. Look, there's your mince and there's your soldier. There's your broad shoulders, look, with your long hanging. Look how far down these arms come. Huntley's barely past his crotch. In this section here is where I got 3, Ian Huntley and Maxine Gates. I don't know if I'm going to find them for you right now. Let me just put Ian Huntley. There's a nice one, look. Look at the gate. Open that. Ian Huntley. So if I'm supposed to believe this this prison story that he's been killed off, the actor's gone, because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about actors. We're not talking about real people. That's why when people say, "Oh, you're cold against Holly and Jessica," it's because I already know that they're actors. I know that the parents, especially this squashy-faced egghead, right? My head does not look like a sodding Tic Tac, right? Especially this one. I can tell just by looking at their heads, look, size of the faces, that these parents are all liars. If they're all liars, then this didn't happen because Ian's a girl, Maxine's a boy, and the 2 so-called children were both boys as well, not girls. Everything's backwards. It's a production. It's a backwards inverted production. Your whole life has been this way. From the moment you got here, and they put you in a cot. They put the sun, the moon and the stars on a mobile and spun them round you. They showed you the truth as a baby, that the sun, the moon and the stars go around you. The earth doesn't spin. Everything around you spins. That's the sensible reality that we live in, you know. Everybody I know lives in an upside down reality where people in Australia are upside down throwing balls for dogs upside down on the bottom of a ball. Explain it to me like I'm 5 years old, because you can't. Ian Huntley, young. Where's this young picture of Ian Huntley? She looks just like a lesbian. She does. What? She must be like 17, 18. This is not it. This is older pictures. But look, absolutely no jawline. Where is you? You should have a right angle bend here. Come on, X. Twitter. Yeah. There we go. You took your time. Square jawline. Shadow casting jaw. My jaw versus Ian Huntley's jaw. Soft, sloping, subcutaneous laser fat. Small dentals. Soft eyes. There it is. Right there. Ian Huntley as a young lesbian. That is the face that I used to see many times. Not his face, but faces like that coming into the gay bar where I worked. Young girls that look like this, trying to look boyish. And it passes. Well, if you don't know, Ian looks like a boy, especially because he's got a deep voice when you meet him. He can grow stubble, and he's got this fake Adam's apple. You're going to think he is a boy, not a girl. You're not going to think that's a girl, are you? But all the signs are there, look. There's no mastoids. There's no trachea. It's just an Adam's apple shape. It should be, if he has an Adam's apple that big, he should have a trachea and mastoids to boot. Narrow shoulders, sloping jawline, look. And people say to me, I know people that went out with Ian Huntley. I know his girlfriends. His girlfriends got big jawlines and deep set eyes. Look. You see, this is the bit. This is the bit that punches me. You know, when I know that I grew up in Grimsby. I grew up near these people. I saw Maxine Carr. I didn't know her, but I knew Amanda. Didn't I? Amanda. How many more did I know? How many more did I see and not recognise them? How many of them work in social services? There's a good one. Maxine Carr. Look at Ian Huntley with Maxine. Look. I don't believe any of these stories. I'll tell you what. Right there. What was his name? What, he had 2 first names, you said, didn't you? Who was it? Who told me? Where is it? I can't remember whose name you said. He's got 2 first. Somebody Russell. Anthony Russell. Your lips are looking really pink there, Anthony. They really are. So they could be cheek implants. Like I said, I grew up near these people. So if I didn't know what I knew and someone was trying to tell me this, I'd have problems believing it because I grew up near Maxine Carr. I saw Maxine Carr. But you know what? If they did tell me Maxine was a man, I might have actually put 2 and 2 together because at the time when I saw Maxine for the first time, I thought, you are one ugly bitch. I really did. Those were the words going through my head. Oh my gosh, who's going to have sex with you? These were the thoughts that went through my head. I was only 17. But all this terror and rage that all these people screaming for real, look, at the trial of Ian and them, it's all wasted. It's all wasted anger, wasted energy. And I think that's what the devil wants, that you waste your life. You waste your time on fruitless things. All the marches and everything that's gone on in the last couple of years, all this, we will overcome, we will. Where's it gone? Where has it got you? It's got nowhere. That's where it's gone. And they know this because they control all the parties. They control all the functions. Like the Rupert Lowe thing. I know it upset you, but it's tough. I only have to look at Rupert Lowe's wife to know that Rupert Lowe's a girl, which means he's going to do nothing she is going to do nothing for this country. Until you put a man in power who's got a square jaw, wide mouth, deep set rectangular eyes and a short sloping forehead, until you put someone who looks like me in power, nothing's going to happen. Or a woman. If you put a real woman in power, this is a real woman here, this was a real girl, a nice flat forehead. If you put a real woman or a real man in power, something might happen. Well, until that day happens, nothing's ever going to happen. They told you in the song, nothing ever happens. Nothing happens at all. None of these stories are real. None of the control is real. It's all a puppet show. We live inside a Truman Show. Jim Carrey told us. And people are still trying to tell me I've got Jim Carrey wrong the other day with it's a clone. Firstly, I don't even believe in clones. Right? It's just the schematics of it are stupid. Relatives I could go with. Someone who looks like Jim and plays Jim quite well, I could go with that. An impersonator. But that's not what you said. You said it was a clone. You didn't say it was an impersonator. You said it was a clone. And I still don't agree with the impersonator. Have you seen the impersonator? Hang on, let me finish this. Alexis Stone. Alexis Stone. Why is it not coming up? Alexis Stone. Oh, Alexis Stone's a drag queen. Oh, that explains it, doesn't it? Right, let's come back. So Ian Huntley has got this small face, pink lips, lacking a jawbone, lacking an Adam's apple. I've seen the mothers of these people. The big hand. Look at the size of Mum's hand here. Mum's got a bigger face than Ian has. Maxine's got a bigger face than Ian has. Ian Huntley, come here. Close that window. Open that. Back file there. What do you mean there's no Ian Huntley? Shut up, you wind me up. Right, Huntley. Hunt. Search. Hunter Schaefer, Sam Hunt, Helen Hunt. I better spell Huntley wrong. Come on, give me Ian. H-I-J. It's going to be between Hunter and Jeremy right there when it comes. There he is, Ian Huntley. There she is. I made this a long time ago. There's the very gates that we're talking about. Look, it looks like Curtis Warren right there. That same flamingo foot, look. Men don't walk like this. Knees together on Maxine, look. Crossed over on Ian with a shoulder tilt. Maxine stayed parallel. Skull checks all show that it's a girl. Ian Huntley. I don't know if it's EY or just Y. It says that's wrong. I'll go with that's why I didn't find it first time. Huntley. It must be like that then. Is it really? No, it's got to be a E surely. Right, I'll just put an E in there. I don't care. Huntley. Done. Ian Huntley. Maxine Carr. I mean, Maxine Carr on his own. What a dude. MC33. Maxine Carr. Curtis Warren. CW33. 2 first names. That picture there tells you everything you need to know. Oh, I'll get a big one. That picture there tells you. Look at the hard, cold, staring eyes. Not feminine. He's got that Mona Lisa smile look. That smirk. Where he knows something you don't. I know something you don't know. Woman is not Maxine Carr. That's not Maxine Carr, apparently. Looks like him. But again, imposters, lookalikes. Who cares? None of it's real. I'm living in Shakespeareville, where this stuff, it passes as the truth. Look at these two actors. Look at the square jaw and the long neck, the broad shoulders. Look at the no neck, the no jaw, and the close set eyes. It's in plain sight. Ian Huntley. I don't believe none of it. I don't believe none of the tosh. This one I've seen plenty of times. This is Maxine's dad. Look at the state of him. Is it Shirley? Shirley Carr. I've seen this one loads of times in Freeman Street. Never realised it was a dude. Straight legs, knees together, massive feet, space between the big feet. That's a dude. Shirley Carr, Maxine Carr's dad, look, in disguise. Because they love to tell you, you're the devil in disguise. Marlo! Oh, yes, you are. Devil in disguise. Here's another one. When I first saw this, Pete Shee told me that this was Jimmy Savile. It was quite clearly this was Jimmy Savile in drag. When I already knew that Jimmy Savile was a girl, just by the shape of her jaw, I knew Savile was a woman. Realising that the serial killers were fake. There's Jimmy Savile. Jimmy Savile in drag does... we'll come back to you in a second. Jimmy Savile in drag does not look like Myra Hindley. Myra Hindley's got a square jawline, blockhead, widest in the cheekbones, look. Really wide. When you see them side by side, Ian Huntley, look at the close set eyes on Huntley. The widest in the hairline, a widow's peak, the small mouth, the cupid's bow, the sloping jawline, the small ears. This is a man, this is a dude, and Ian is a girl. You get them pictures side by side, it's still not doing justice to them. There's a real good one where it shows them properly. Terrifying, isn't it, when you can see them? So even back in the 60s, the Moors murderers, that was all bollocks. And this one, Rose West. Look at Rose West cannonball head. People still believe in Fred and Rose, but I told you all of it's gone down the Swanee for me. All I have to do is look at the policeman. The policeman's got pink lips and a tic tac. Everywhere I look, I see flip-flops. I see lies. This one, another one, Madeleine McCann. Load of tosh. From Jack the Ripper. I'll take this back to Jack the Ripper. He was your first serial killer. He, whatever it is, was your first serial killer. And they've been doing it ever since. Dennis Nilsson apparently killed Horatio's great-great-great-uncle, who was gay, a young gay guy from Scotland. And so is his family involved? I've got no idea. Is it Bamba? This one killed his family for estate money. Fred West buried loads of people under the patio. And yet when I examine all of these people, they've all got the wrong bodies. The people that play them have exactly the same problem. Women with absolutely huge Scottish pine trees for necks. Look at that chin to tie ratio. I don't even have that neck. I honestly don't. My neck doesn't even look like that. Mine's thick though, thicker than that. But I do not have a neck that long. I've seen a couple of guys that I know with necks like that, and it's shocking when you see a bloke with a really, really long neck. But this is what I see. I see liars and deceivers everywhere I look. When I look at the parents, I see the same problem. When I look at the police officers and the solicitors, the lawyers involved, again and again, it looks like Putin. A defense lawyer of Maxine Carr looks like Putin. And the reason is I'm looking at a female skull. There she is. Walks like a woman with a shoulder tilt, look. From Flamingo with a broken knee. It doesn't matter who I look at. All the barristers, all the judges, they're all in on it. All the jurors, the cameramen, the press, they're all in on it. It's a big club and you ain't in it. I ain't in it. I'm just a normal guy that discovered this truth. It shocked me. It really brought me foundations down. It really did. I didn't think after discovering God that anything would shock me ever again. I didn't think anything they could have done would have shocked me, but this literally made me jump out of my skin. Because I could see for the first time who the Bible was talking about. The devil in disguise. I couldn't see it before, but now I do. And people are like, but that's a Masonic book. Yeah, but it has to be embellished around the truth. The lies have to be embellished with the truth. Otherwise it doesn't work. It's an absolute farce, all of it. Ian Huntley, there's your investigation. Let's come back. Let's cut you out. Was that a long one? That was a long one, was it? Where are we? Ian Huntley. I don't even know how to spell his name. Ian Huntley. I don't know if it's Huntley or Huntley. I think it's Lay. I'm going to put an E in there. Ian Huntley. Come on, find that centerpiece. Where is it? There it is. It's close. That's close. That'll do. Ian Huntley. Create. Done. So, today's story with the Ian Huntley thing, I don't believe anything they say. And even if Jimmy Savile is an hero, all the people he touched were boys, because this is a woman. And these two, this picture with these two, I think that's mum and daughter. I really do. I think those two are related. I don't think Louis' parents are his parents. I think Jimmy's one of them. I really do. Look at this, Margaret Thatcher, one of the only male prime ministers we had in power. Jimmy with a long, narrow face. Margaret with the open, wide bowling ball skull. Margaret Thatcher, MTF, male transformer. Theresa May, same again in reverse. There are your two male prime ministers. This picture here speaks volumes to me. It really does. They've both got the same noses. They've both got the same mouths. They've both got the same crook in the left-hand side of the mouth. On the other side of Jimmy's face, Jimmy's got a wonderful crook there. They made him smile here because if he wasn't smiling, you'd have a picture perfect mother and daughter picture. I'm quite sure. Right, close. Alexis Stone. So apparently the drag queen here played Jim Carrey at the awards just recently. They're saying that this is Jim Carrey here. That this person was playing Jim Carrey using this mask and these teeth. That's Jim Carrey face. He put that on and went to the awards speaking fluent French. I won't say perfect French, but speaking fluent French. Doing a perfect Jim Carrey impersonation here. I still don't believe it. Show me the video. Show me the video of Alexis getting done up like Jim Carrey, going to the awards and doing all that impersonation. Show me him doing Jim Carrey without the face on. The exact same repertoire. I can tell you this much. They're both girls. Both Jim and Alexis Stone are girls. It's the pink lips, the soft eyes. He looks like someone there and I can't think who it is. I'm seeing half of it there. Forget this part of the face. There, I'm seeing someone. I don't know who it is. But I don't believe that went to the awards looking like that. That to me is Jim Carrey. It really is. I'd be very surprised if that was even an impersonator of Jim Carrey. I think that is the real Jim Carrey. I do. Close set eyes. Everything about it seemed like Jim Carrey to me. Alexis Stone. Apparently she dresses up as loads of different people and impersonates them. Well, he doesn't impersonate them, he just looks like them. Which is then, you've got to then prove to me that he can do this impersonation of Jim Carrey like that. As I recall, Jim Carrey's Canadian, which means he's probably, in all likelihood, able to speak French, right? Because you have French-speaking Ontario. Is that him as Adele? That's this person as Adele, apparently. It's similar, but it's not right, is it? It's definitely not right. Who's that meant to be? Drag queen, Manchester. Any celebrity. Is that meant to be Lady Gaga? I don't even know who that's meant to be. So apparently he does more women than he does men by the look of it. Madonna. But you want me to believe the drag queen here turned up to an awards looking like Jim Carrey in a mask. That's a mask, they say. And passed himself off as Jim Carrey at an awards. I don't think Jim Carrey would let anyone do that. Is that meant to be Dolly Parton? Yeah, it's similar, but it's not the same, is it? That's not Dolly. Wow, it's really weird watching him change his makeup to look like other people. Did I do Alexis Stone? I could have sworn I did desktop. Alexis Stone, Jim Carrey. Oh, I couldn't find the gates. Couldn't find the gates on Alexis Stone. But I'm seeing an FTM there. I don't see a man. I see a woman's face. I see sloping shoulders, no trachea, no mastoids, no Adam's apple, a sloping jawline, high set ears, soft eyes, beautiful pink lips, Cupid's bow, and a very wide forehead. I'm seeing a woman's skull and a woman's body. But it's meant to be a man that's a drag queen. Is that meant to be Morticia Adams? That's a pretty good Morticia Adams, I'll give you that. But again, you're going to got to act like this person to pull it off. I don't think there's any Alexis Stonegates walking, is there? Walking, let's try it. I've already looked. Is that you there? It's a kilt. I was going to say that's Jean-Paul Gaultier. Oh, he's dressed up like Jean-Paul Gaultier. It's a kilt. Jack Nicholson. Yeah, I did look. There's no gates for this person. Maybe one there is that Meryl Streep is meant to be. That's definitely in line. Devil Wears Prada. That's the real Meryl Streep. I was going to say, why has he got a male gate? Yeah, that's the real Meryl Streep. The fake one doesn't walk like Meryl Streep, though, does she? Who's that? Is that Alexis Stone as well? That's not Alexis Stone. Oh my gosh, he's got some long arms. Yeah, there's no gates for this bitch. It's a shame. But there's no way it's Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey, not Alexis Stone. Alexis Stone, not Jim Carrey. There we go. Right, let's come back. Right, let's come back to class. Have I got any requests? No. Right, we'll go back to TV shows. Open up. Modern Family. Julie Bowen. Open. Ty Burrell. Open. Sarah Hyland. Open. Eric Stonson. No, don't do that. No, get off. I hate this. I don't like this. I'm splitting screens. Close this view. There we go. Eric Stoneset. Jesse Tyler Ferguson, son of Man Code. Nolan Gould. Sophia Vergara. You sure he's bigger than yours? Ariel Winter. Ed O'Neill, 2 first names. I don't think we need any more. That's plenty. 6, 7, 8 of them. I like that one though. Mira Savina, I've already done it. Shelley Long. Wow, it's quite an all-star cast, isn't it? There's loads of names. Matthew Broderick. Right, Modern Family. Let's have ya. Julie Bowen, back file. Copy, paste, open, slot, in, Huntley, buy, search. Whilst it searches for Julie Bowen, we'll go gate shopping and face shopping. He's got a wide mouth, he's got a very square jaw, he's got a neck like a Scottish pine tree, he's got broad shoulders, he's flat chested, he's got deep set eyes, he's got a short forehead. Houston, psst, we definitely have a problem. There's a place to put Mama Spicy Meatball. The clavicles are on show. Small budgerigars could bathe in pools of water formed when he showers. Julie Bowen. The name rings a bell, but I can't think anything has been in. Sophia, look at those arms on Sophia. He's sure he's bigger than yours. He literally told Jimmy Kimmel that his dick is bigger than his. When he slaps Jimmy Kimmel across the face. Oh my God, we're done. I don't know how I didn't see this before. I really don't. It's just impossible. Deep set, wonky eyes. He actually looks like he's been in a crash. Square jawline, neck like a pine tree. Julie Bowen, are you in my back file? He is. Modern Family's going to get it. Come here. Julie Bowen. Open. Squeeze. In there. Yeah. Next. Oh, actually, we didn't get the gates. 1 second. Julie Bowen walking. Let me close this window a second. There we go. Walking. Oh, we're definitely done. There's plenty of them. One. It's a man. Straight legs. Needs to have a space between his feet. Final answer. Runs like a man as well. Look. Straight legs. Knees together. There's another one. 3. Is that another one? It is. Knees together. Look. They're not opening. Look. There's no flamingo there. 4. One more. Push you in the crap at what's his name? Julie. And we're done. They're both dudes. Oh my gosh. Look at they're not chicken nom noms, are they? Sophia Vergara. The drag queens. That's what they are. And when you can see them, Jared, I love your work. Straight legs, knees together, space between the feet. It's game over once you can see them. It's game over. And this is said for all truthers, all your presidents, anybody that's got any type of position or power is going to fall from that position. With a great thud. God's going to push them. Paste. Images. Ty Burrell. There's so many faces it looks like. Look at the Mickey Mouse ears. Dial M for Masons. A flat 5 head. Soft, shiny, estrogen-filled eyes. Small dentures. Pink lips. High set ears. Where is your square jawbone? I've shown you what one looks like. I'm a real man. I don't look like this. This is a manic... What's the word I'm looking for? A manifested face procured by plastic surgeons. They hide the woman in plain sight. And nobody notices. You're all attracted to the wrong genders. Bryan Cranston with a 5 head. Ty Burrell with a 5 head. This so-called woman has got a 4 head. Explain it to me like I'm 5 years old. You can't. But I can explain it like you're 5 years old. Men have got short 4 heads. Women have got big flat 5 heads. Men have got short 4 heads. Women have got big flat 5 heads. You think this one looks like Jim Carrey here? Yeah, there's a bit of Jim there. It's like his old face is there, look. Can you see it? And then this is the manufactured plastic surgery around the original pointed chin and face, look. It's very strange. There's your Getty seal, look. That you've got chicken blasting hips. Chicken nam nam nams. Here's a boy. Sid the Sloth. Iceberg straight ahead, Captain. Bowling ball skull. Here's another one with a squashy face, look. Squashy face, oh squashy face. What are they feeding you? Draw a triangle. The 5 head gives them away. The 5 head squashes the face downwards. Soft, close set eyes. Gives them away. Ty Burrell, are you in the back file, Ty? Yes, she is. Let's put you in there, Ty. You know what we need to do? We need to do Ed in the next position. Let's get some gates for Ty Burrell. Walking. Game over. First picture. Thanks for playing CSI with me. I don't know who that bodyguard is or why she's dressed in a flat cap, but there you go. She literally is tightrope walking there, look. She literally is doing it there. Look at that flamingo foot there. Look at Jared. I love you. There's my girl. Is that Ty? I don't know if that's Ty. No, it's not, is it? That's a nice flamingo and that's a full mince. There's one. and I can't see it. It's beautiful. I told you he's literally tightrope walking. Dude looks like a lady. Do you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing David Copperfield. I'm definitely seeing David Copperfield. I'm seeing in that one. I'm seeing a bit of Jeff Goldblum, just a little bit. I think I'm done, right? Side bubble. No more pictures. The gates are right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. I don't know where all those gates are. I really don't. AI is hiding the gates, I think. Let's go to street and see if we can find them on street instead. Oh, they are in street a little bit. There's a flamingo. Beautiful diamond. There's another one. Oh no, that's a full mince. Wrong angle. There's another nice one. We've seen that one. And that'll do. Ty Bubbles, a girl. Thanks for playing CSI. I want to bring Ed O'Neill and Sophia Vergara down as the next two investigations. That's Sir Highland. That's Ed O'Neill. Where's Sophia? There he is. Let's bring him down. There. Right. Have we got it? We have. We'll start there. Sophia Vergara. It sure is bigger than yours. If you haven't seen the clip, she slaps Jimmy Kimmel for saying Sophia Vergara looks like a man in a dress. And she literally slaps Jimmy Kimmel. Search back file, Peter. There we go. Paste. Away it goes. Whilst it searches for Sophia, we'll go after him. Again, I used to fancy this one when I first saw him. Didn't think he was a woman. A man, sorry. Oh, he's got pink eye. What's going on there? Spends Emmys in the emergency room. He's got pink eye. What have you been up to? Look at that neck. Look at that hard staring face. Look at the square jawline. The short sloping forehead of a man. Remember, it's long hair, makeup and jewellery that's putting you off. And the fake boobs, of course. But it's all these artifacts that they add to the costume of looking like a girl. And they show them on the 100 sexiest women lot. And they're showing 100 men to everyone. So all the men are jacking off over these men. And all the women, all the real natural girls like yourself, are trying to imitate looking like these men. You wear the clothes, you act like them. You see these beasts downing pint after pint after pint of beer, and the women go and follow suit, not realising that these are men. It's got to be one of the worst drugs to be legalised in the world. Alcohol. Spirits. The spirits. Tell you. No, alcohol. It comes from the Muslim word, doesn't it? What is it? Alcohol or whatever it is. It's why it's banned in Dubai and everything, right? You can't get a drink in Dubai. But it still doesn't stop men from acting like pigs, right? What do they call them? Porter parties, Portaloo parties, where they get young girls to go over for a load of money and then bad things happen, but they get a load of money for doing it. I'm just like, and you say alcohol's bad. Well, it is bad, but men don't need alcohol to be bad. That's the one thing I've learnt in this world. Men are pig. I'm not saying that all women are perfect, but women have a different nature to them. You do. We don't have battered husbands' homes. It's very rare you see a battered husband. But we have battered wives' homes. And the other day I saw a story saying that somebody in the LG HD TV party wanted to go into a battered wives' home. Are you kidding me? Oh, honestly, the insult just... It winds me up, it does, because I'm a living natural male. And I think to insult the divine feminine in such a way is horrendous. And the only reason they get away with doing this is because they're the ones in power. They took over the world. It's a secret club. It's probably the biggest religion in the world. Who knows? But I'm stuck in the middle of this lie, and it's not just one lie, it's lie after lie after lie after lie. And for 6 whole years as a flat earther, I couldn't see the liars. But now I do. Now I just have to have a quick look at your teeth, the length of your neck, if you've got an Adam's apple, why is your collarbone so thick, why have you got big beefy shoulders, why are your ears so low set, why are your eyes deep set, why have you got a short sloping forehead? I can answer all of these questions just by looking at the human skeleton. God's master plan. He created us in his image. So when we see something that is not his image, we should have alarm bells ringing. We should be panicked when we see women with wide eyes, wide mouths, square jaws, Adam's apples. Someone's telling me that this is the face of beauty. It's one of the most 100 sexiest women in the world. When it's not even a woman. Stop lying to me. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this world. And I know why now, because the Bible tells me I am not of this world. Jesus told me I am not of this world. That's why they persecute me. Simply because I care. Because I'm a natural born male that cares about the truth. I'll be persecuted. On a narrow path with not many people like me on it. Male or female. He said he was the Son of Man, Jesus. He said he was the Son of Man. He never said he was the Son of God. He might be God in the flesh. I can't prove that. Neither can you. At the end of time we will. We'll know exactly who's who and what's what, won't we? We'll see all of the lies. That's what the Bible says. My ancestors wrote a book so that I would know that he existed, God. And that he sent a messenger. I would know these things. Whether the Masons translated this book or not is by the by. The point and fact is this. He sent a messenger. Did you get the message? That he exists, that he created all things, and that the devil is deceiving you. Did you get this message? I got it. I received it loud and clear. It changed me. It changed me the minute I knew God existed. It rewired my brain. I don't act and think like I used to. I'm more compassionate than I've ever been in my life. And on that same beat, I'm also more judgmental for the things I see. My nana said, don't believe anything you hear and half of what you see. She also said, 2/3 of the world don't know what the other half's going on about, Peter. But I never understood what she meant until I got to this age where don't believe anything you hear, Chinese whispers, and don't believe half of what you see because it's AI. God gave me a brain to think for myself, and I'm persecuted for thinking, for being able to think for myself. I'm persecuted for it, which is by the by. That's the world I live in. I can't do out about it. But even when the darkest clouds are in the sky, you never sigh, you never cry. Spread a little happiness as you go by. Spread a little happiness as you go by. My nana told me all these things when I was younger. I never understood it. She was such an earthly woman. She never understood it either. I agree. She passed on these nuggets of information. Never trust a man whose eyes are too close together. You know, she passed on these nuggets of information, but it wasn't until I got to a certain age that I started to appreciate my nana. I really wish I could have a conversation with her now as a grown man. I wish I could have the sensible conversation with my mother. I tried, but she was dying. You know, she had all these illnesses, thyroid and all this stuff that they cause it. I don't care what anyone says. Her brains were literally coming out of her nose. Liquid from her brains was spilling out of her nose at the end. And she still didn't understand how much I had found God. And beyond her, it was beyond her capacity to be able to think of the lie being so big. Because that's what they did. They told big lies, big lies. And then distracted you. And now everybody believes the lies and nobody looks at the distraction. As a magician, I've learned to look for distractions because I know that the magician performs magic tricks whilst you're distracted with something else. Because I was performing close-up magic for many years. When I saw this trick right here, when I could see that the man was the woman and the woman was the man, a feeling of utter disbelief came over me. It was almost as close as flat earth and finding God, almost, but not quite the same, because the end of finding flat earth and I'm not spinning and water's level, the answer was God. With this one, when I went through all of it, I didn't find God, I found Satan instead. I found Satan at the base of this lie. And then from all lies, these people who have made themselves look like the Baphomet are the ones telling the lies on unholy scales on all platforms. It doesn't matter which platform I'm on, whether it be Twitter, YouTube, or if I could get on telly, it wouldn't matter. Because these people control the horizontal, the vertical, and the diagonal. In this realm, in your living life. Because nobody does anything. It's like I said, most of the people just march. We will overcome. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. And the people in power know this. They encourage you to do the protests and the marches because knack all happens. You see, it doesn't matter whether I'm looking at a politician, a footballer, an astronaut, or a Modern Family actor. They're all actors, and they're all playing their parts for Satan. We play our parts for God, and yet we sin every day. We tell lies, we steal, we cheat on our husbands and wives, and all the sin and debauchery that's in this world is from watching TV shows like this, who are portrayed by people with the wrong bones and characteristics and the wrong personalities. So women walking round acting like Sofia Vergara, who is a man. Women are now walking round manly and butchly and talking like men. The roles have been reversed. This is Satan's ultimate goal. That I think that Satan wants the world never to have any natural people in it ever again. I think that's what Satan wants. That the whole creation is just ruined of its own free will. Not by force, of its own free will. That the world is ruined. But even with all the debauchery and ruin and crap that these people have caused, the world is still filled with God, isn't it? And love and mercy. The passion of Christ is still in many people without them knowing it. He's talking about Jesus again. I don't care. Jesus might have only got one day and this bollocks gets a month. Right? 25th of December, Jesus' birthday, one day. This crap gets a month. But this crap didn't. Jesus did. 2026 years ago, they changed the calendars. They changed holidays. These people use his name and blaspheme his name as many times as they possibly can. In podcasts, in films and music. I no longer use... you'll never hear me even say, oh my God. I did then, but you'll never hear me say that when I'm looking at shocking stuff. You'll hear me say, oh my gosh. Because I changed it. You'll never hear me say Jesus H. Christ or anything like that. Unless I say the sweet baby Jesus when I'm looking at things that shock me like that. That's different. But You'll never hear me in shock use God or Jesus' name as a reference to cursing. You know? Sophia Vergara is a man, and it's proven because he walks like a dude. Look, his knees are together, he's got straight legs, and there's a space between his massive feet. I can't push this on you enough. This is what I want you to learn. Flat Earth is a great journey. Well, the mud floods is a great journey. All these other rabbit holes are great little journeys to go down, but you shouldn't spend years on them. This is where your energy is spent. You should spend years on this, because these are the ones that tell lies. These are the ones that are affecting you directly. On television, on news, on media. I spoke to a guy the other day who's really ill now, and the only reason he went and got shot was because he wanted to go on holiday. I said, don't you feel stupid now? He said, yeah, I didn't do. He said, I've got COPD, I've got this, I've got that. And he's one of the nicest guys you could meet. I said to him, you'll never be you could never, he loves singing. He was a social worker. I knew him, he was my first social worker. And I said, I'm a good magician, you're a great singer, and yet neither of us can get on television. Do you know why? And I unleashed on him. Without the book, I unleashed on him. And he understood it. They do. They understood people even understand me without the book. I just like the book because it adds concrete evidence to what I'm saying, rather than me just explaining it to someone. When you can see this for yourself, that Sophia Vergara walks like a man, has got a face like a man, and if you got him naked, he would have a penis and testicles because he is a man. When we say that they're secretly transgendered, they only change the top section, they don't change the bottom section. There's only a few of them that do it. The porn stars, some of the porn stars do it, or maybe wear bodysuits, some of them, and some of the singers do it. The castratis, I think Kate Bush might have chopped his knackers off to Wuthering Cathy, it's me, I'm coming now. She'd cut them all off to sing that high, surely. I'd love if God would just stop this, but mankind still hasn't learned its lesson. Enough people haven't come to the realization that this world is Satan's world, and it's a horrible place because they make it horrible. If you're experiencing poverty, lack of food, starvation, illness, it's all caused by the people in control. They control the ropes and the strings and the pulleys, the banks and the wars, everything. They control it all. I just wish the world would wake up. I wish God would just wake them up quicker. You see, I see it like this. Everybody has the capability to learn or to relearn. Everybody does. That's what makes us so fantastic as a life, as a species, that we can change. We can change our ways and not do things the way we do it. First thing we've got to do is get rid of money. And then that gets rid of all the power over us. Once you get rid of the money, once we all the people agree just to work for free, that's them screwed. It is. The minute everybody says we work for free, all the banks, all the control, everything's gone. All the bank robberies, all the thieving and stealing, it's gone. Because everybody will have equal things. Everybody will have an house. Everybody will have a car. Everybody will have the clothes they want. Everybody will have the food they want. Everybody will have everything they want. They say the way the world is now is better. Because if you had everything, you wouldn't do anything. But that's nonsense. If you could have everything for doing everything, you'd do it. The way it is for you now, you can work and it will take you a lifetime just to pay off an house. Because of the way they've rigged the system. It was never meant to be this way. When money was first invented, I bet everything cost £1 or something. A house, £1. A car, £1. A TV, £1. Everything cost £1. And then they started inflicting taxes and all this shite on us. There was no bankers in the beginning. God doesn't see anything in gold. So when I read that in the Bible, it makes me turn my nose up at it. Because I know that's not my Heavenly Father talking about gold. It's some jeweler who's into jewellery talking about it. Me, I'm into truth. I'm into happiness and kindness. If everybody was more giving, this world would be a better place. Like the movie Pay It Forwards, when that little boy does the favour and he tells the guy, I don't want the money, I don't want nothing, I just want you to pay it forwards to 3 other strangers. And then it spreads like a pyramid scheme, right? Where everybody does 3 favours for 3 different people. That's the way the world would have been in the beginning. Not money, it wouldn't have been all this fake stardom, fake royalty, fake money, it's fake everything. It only exists as something valuable to you because they told you it's valuable. The way you think this is a woman. This is only a woman to you because they told you it was a woman. When you realise it's a man, it's no longer pretty, it's no longer attractive, it's no longer talented. The only talent it has is at lying. It's a talented liar. All of them are talented liars. Sophie Vergara's a man. I'm ranting. Let's go on. Ed O'Neill, my favourite. Al Bundy, love and marriage. We did Katie Seagal yesterday. Al Bundy has got to be one of the most instant FTM faces when you see it. Look at this. Look at Al Bundy there. What do you see? Draw a triangle. It's an instant fail, isn't it? It's a tiny squashed face. No jawbone. No Adam's apple. Close set eyes. Mickey Mouse ears in the hairline. And there, next to Peggy, tell me which one of them's got a wider face. It is so easy to see them when you've got the eyes that see. When God blesses you with those rectangular eyes that males have, look, versus the rounded, close set eyes, arching eyebrows of a woman. No cheekbones, all cheekbones. No jawbone, all jawbone. It's literally like having X-ray vision, like looking at chalk and cheese in the wrong order. I'm so happy that God blessed me with eyes. I really am. People say, oh, you're a Bible-bashing Christian. I'm not a Christian. I'm a follower of Christ. Christians think that space exists. Christians think that evolution happened. Christians believe the news. I'm not a Christian. I'm a follower of Christ. I'm a follower of the truth. There were countries in the world where they stone people, stone women. Not people, women. They stone women. Jesus said, let him without sin cast the first stone. I'll tell you now, for what you've done to children in this world, you're in trouble. Let alone what you've done to women. The most divine of all. You've made them look like men here, and you've made men look like women. It's unholy. That's why Christ told me the kingdom of heaven is within me, and I see it now. When they're saying you're waiting for Jesus to come back, he already came back in me. He talked about the Son of Man rising again. Well, I'm a Son of Man, and he rose within me. How you interpret the Bible is up to you. This is how I interpret it. He said at end times, everyone will see the Son of Man coming again. The Son of Man. Not a Son of Man, the Son of Man. Racing through the veins. The truth racing through your veins. Ed O'Neill. It's so simple to see the difference that this is a man and this is a woman. There's your egghead with your sloping jawline, and there's your bowling ball. Look at the state of that hairdo. You see, women copied this, but the difference was that hairdo went onto an egg-headed woman. And it was only the hair that made them look like Peggy. The face looked nothing like Peggy. All women in the world look like Al Bundy. And all the men in the world look like Peggy Bundy. And as hard as that is for you to accept or swallow, it's already happened. It's too late. There's nothing you can do about it. It's gone. And if you think anybody on the world stage is here to save you, you got no chance. They control the opposition. If you're the opposition, then they control you. Because you listen to all their shite. You know. People sing praises for Tommy Robinson. Bull crap. Tommy's a girl. People sing praises for Rupert Lowe. Bull crap. It's a girl. Nigel Farage. It's a girl. You think that any of these people in power are going to do anything for you or I? You're seriously mistaken. Because when they do, they lose their power. Carpe diem, seize the moment, right? Seize the moment. Al Bundy, it's a woman. Even when she got older, look, the face didn't spread. The five head becomes prominent because she goes bald. The hairline keeps receding, look. The Mickey Mouse ears appear because her hair skull expands outwards. Bellows outwards. She's got a small face. You can see it perfectly there, look. Small face. No Adam's apple, no trachea, no jawline. I'm 53 and I've still got a stronger jawline than that. Al Bundy, final answer, it's a girl. Sofia Vergara with the big long arms is a man. Ed O'Neill walking. That don't look like Ed O'Neill, does it? That one does. She got big hips there. Look at the size of those hips. There's your man, look, with no hips. And there's your woman with a childbearing booty. Does my bum look big in this? Yes, it does. Al Bundy on a bike. Nice shoulder tilt. Oh, there's a nice one right there. Gotcha. Al Bundy, final answer. She's a girl with shoulder tilt. Wide hips, hands in pockets. Full mince in it. There's a dude on the right. Is that Sophia? I think it might be. And there it is again. There's your second. Ed O'Neill. Let's put you in the back file, Ed, real quick. Is that the back file? No, that's downloads, Peter. Open back file. Sofia Vergara. Ed O'Neill. Ed O should find you. Search. What's it searches for? Ed O'Neill. Uh-oh. I'm out of pictures. Again with the baggy trousers. Da, da. Baggy trousers. That's why they wear baggy trousers. They're hiding the hips and the curves of the calves. There's another one there. Full mincing. There's not many pictures of Ed O'Neill. I'm shocked. Street. There's a nice one. Game over. Ed O'Neill is biologically female, proven by the way she walks, boys and girls. Ed O'Neill. Where are you, Ed? Come here. Eddie Cochran. Edmund Spencer. Shut up. I've got Ed O'Neill. Don't wind me up. Don't tell me it's under Al Bundy. It might be. I'll have to have a look. Why are you not finding it, Ed? Ed Marsden. M-M-M-O. Ed O'Neill, there you are. And of all the faces to Skulljack, I did the one with the little face lock. There you go. There is Modern Family. Modern Family. Well, the main cast of Modern Family. Tweet. Right, let's come back. Let's finish off the cast and we're good to go. Next, Ed O'Neill by Sarah Hyland. Let's check your back file quickly. Paste. Searching. What's it searching? Sarah's got a big wide mouth, big set of gnashes. Images. Oh, he's definitely got a frog-like mouth, hasn't he? Wide. That's scary. That looks like an ex-girlfriend a bit. Face wasn't quite as big as that though, was it? Yeah. Looks similar, not the same. Again with the wide eyes. No, don't tap me there, you bugger. Get off. Is that the girlfriend? Yeah, we're done. One of them's got a squashy face and a big 5 head. What, is this the daughter or the son or something? I don't watch Modern Family. Yeah, not many pictures. Walking. Oh, we definitely got you. There's one. Jared, I love your work. Mincing on the left. There's your girlfriend, look. There's your boyfriend. Straight legs, knees together. There's another one. Straight legs, knees together. There's a third. Straight legs, knees together. Wow, that's uncanny. It does look like my ex. Full mince on the left. Marching on the right. Sarah Hyland. Wells Adams. 2 first names. Fails forensics. Sarah Hyland. That's a double-pronged Adam's apple, Sarah. What is that there? Trachea scar right in the middle of your neck. That's an Adam's apple. It's a skinny little dude. Scary, innit? Innit scary? Knees together. Satan's World. Men wear dresses and high heels. Silky frocks. Earrings. And grow the hair long. All in a bid to make you sin. Isn't it unreal? Straight legs, knees together, space between his feet. Woman on the left, on the right. Sorry, that looks like a dude as well. He's got, look at the neck on that thing. She's a woman. Sarah Hyland, are you in the back file, Sarah? Yes, you are. There's another one. Done. Next, Ariel Winter. Copy. Back file. Open. Paste. And away it goes. Ariel Winter. I don't know how you say it. I don't care. Images. I think this one's from a movie, in it. What's that movie that I saw that he was in? I can't remember. Alright, let's have a look at him. Ariel Winter. Broad shoulders. Fake hips. Shoulders. Oh my gosh, look at the art. Look at that squareness of that shoulder. It's not sloping at all, is it? And there it is again. With the big broad shoulders and a bowling. But look how thick that polo neck is. Ignore the fake baps, lads. Once you can get past that look, get your seal of approval. And once you can get past that, look at the big head. Gotcha. Straight legs, knees together, space between his feet. Ariel Winter. Are you in the back file, Ariel? Still searching on it. No, there he is. I got this one as well. Ariel Winter. It's a dude with boobs. Boys with boobs on YouTubes. The whole world is twisted without you knowing. The game is rigged against you, again, without you knowing. They've had you lusting after your same gender all your life. You never noticed. I never noticed, not until I was 40, I don't know, 46 years old, 45 years old, was it? I don't know, what are we, 7 years in? 45, 46 years old I was when I realised what was going on here. I thought I had a good grip on it, you know, flat earth and all the other subjects I went and studied. I thought, oh, I've got a real good grip on the world. I know what's going on. I know about the Illuminati. You don't know anything until you've discovered forensics. You really don't. There's no other subject that comes close to this one. You can watch the news and go, lie, lie, lie. You can go out in public and see liars, liars, liars. Nothing is ever the same once you've discovered that they've been giving boys boobs. Look at that gait. Straight legs. Knees together. Space between the feet. It's a man. Final answer. Ariel Winter. You are in the back file, right, Ariel? You are. Did I start another one? I didn't. We don't need to. Let's get rid of Ariel Winter. Next, Eric Stone Street. I think we've done Eric. Back file. Open. Ariel Winter. Goodbye. And away we go. Short, small face. Look how small that face is. I've seen this face so many times and not recognised. Do you know who that looks like? Do you know who that looks like? Mr. King Tumble. It does. It's Mr. Tumble, look. There are people out there that'll tell you this is Mr. Tumble now. But it's not. It just looks like Mr. Tumble. Unbelievable. You're unbelievable. Isn't it uncanny? Stick the red nose and some freckles on her, watch. Bink. Ready? Watch. Bink. It's Mr. Tumble. We live in an inside-out, upside-down world. Satan's reversed the truth on us at every angle, so that we're confused, so that there's no chance of you believing in God. That's what this is about. They're hiding God. They hate the messenger, but they're hiding God from you. Because the minute you find him, you change. He changes you. You don't look at things the same anymore. I look up at the stars and I know that God is 60 miles away from me. Because I can see the stars. The stars are the start of heaven. Right behind the stars, in that blackness of what you think is space, which I know is the deep. We're underwater. It's the deep. It's the blackness, the abyss of the deep that we're in. I know that just beyond that blackness is God's throne. I was talking to this Gav earlier on and he said, well, why don't God just show himself to... He said, I'd believe instantly if God showed himself. And I said, well, that's part and parcel of it. He has shown himself to you. Not physically, because then everybody would just automatically believe. He doesn't want that. He wants a certain amount of faith in you. That you trust in his goodness, that he is there. When you recognise that the world was created, that trees didn't come about by themselves, flowers didn't come about by themselves, insects didn't come about by themselves. Evolution's impossible. Which came first, the eye or the stomach? If the stomach came first, how did it find its food? It had no mouth, it had no eyes. How did it poop out the food? It had no anus. Did it feel pain? When did its nervous system kick in? When did its immune system kick in? None of this makes any sense whatsoever until you realise it's like the chicken and the egg. And Gav said this, yeah, it's a chicken and the egg. No one can answer it. I said, I can. God created the chicken, male and female created he them, and he created the female to design with egg laying capabilities. She laid eggs and we got more chickens. Perfect sense. But then you have to come to the conclusion that there's Heavenly Father that did this. Not only did he do this on all life forms, plants, trees, fish, birds, you name it, he did it to you. But he did you differently because he gave you a brain able of communication, able of complex tasks, able to think for itself and created in his image. And people say, so God's a bearded guy in the sky? No, no one knows what God looks like. But the Bible tells me that the Spirit of God moved across the face of the waters. The soul of God moved across the face of the waters. The earth was without form and void. This all makes perfect sense to me. People are like, no, the Masons wrote that. Well, you to explain to me how it came to be then. Because the Big Bang makes no sense to me. That's Masonic bullshit. But the Bible creation, Genesis, is our original ancestors' interpretation of what happened and how we came to be here. And they ruined it. They ruined it. They made it unbelievable to most. And all my life, I didn't believe in God. I was an atheist, staunch atheist. I believed that when I died, it was blackness and I was worm food. But how can my spirit, my soul be worm food? My body can, but not the energy that's in here, inside the mind, my soul, my heart, my gut, wherever I am. Because they can't even tell you where your personality, your spirit is in your body. You'd think it was in your brain, wouldn't you? But then you see people with massive brain injuries and head injuries and they're still fine. So how can it be there? How does the personality, the spirit, the soul survive these massive traumas that people go through? It's a testament to God and how well he designed the human body, the skeletal system, the nervous system. Oh, it's just unbelievable when you can see his glory. It's unbelievable. And you may ask yourself, well, why does this still continue? Why does God allow this to continue, all this nonsense and lies? Because the Great Awakening hasn't finished yet. The Revelations hasn't finished yet. Or we're in the little season and it hasn't finished yet. We're going to find out pretty soon. Either July the 4th or July the 16th, according to the calendars, will be 250 years since Satan was loosed in America and has had 250 years of wreaking havoc in the nations up until we get to World War III, which is where we're just about at, right? That's what they all say. It's what Albert Pike planned 200 years ago. The great grandma of Masonry planned all of this ahead of time because these people are chess players. Donald Trump knew he was going to be president probably at the age of 7. They'd have told her, you're going to be president one day, Donna. Same with all of them. It's all pre-planned, premeditated. No, there's no voting. There's no nothing. That's why I've never voted. I'm glad I've never voted because it never does anything anyway. But it's all rigged. Everything's rigged from start to finish. I'm ranting again. Ed O'Neill. Wait, did I cut out? No, I didn't. I've got to cut this one out, and I've got to go a bit quicker because it goes over 2 hours. I'll miss it. All right, Eric Stone set, back file, Stone Street. There she is. I've got her. I don't need to do her. She's easy to see. 5 head. The head bellows outwards, creating Mickey Mouse ears in the corners of the hairline. A widow's peak, a thick one, but it's a widow's peak clinging on for dear life. The flat 5 head of a woman, the squashed face of a woman, the lacking of a jawbone of a woman, no neck of a woman, sloping rounded grandma shoulders, and she's doing the dirty baffo. Is this the real husband here? Could be. He's got a bigger face than you, Eric. Walking. Nice. From Flamingo with broken leg. With the shoulder tilt. From Flamingo, broken leg. Inline footfall, full mince, wrong angle, feet and knees twisted, 8 and 4 o'clock. Burp, 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 burp. Who is that? You got my attention. It was that gate that had my attention. Dude looks like a lady, and the lady looks like a dude. Woe unto them who say that sweet is sour and sour is sweet. He's quoting the Bible again. I don't care. I find great solace and comfort in Jesus' words. I find great sobriety in listening to the Bible, in listening to Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. I find great wisdom and comfort in listening to the words of these disciples. I do. And you may not like this fact, but it's It's a fact for me. Jesus changed my life around, changed the way I talk to people, changed the way I live my life, changed the way I stopped swearing. All this was caused by becoming a follower of Christ. Jesus never swore once, I agree, and he got his words across every time. Oh my gosh. Oh my word. Who does that look like? Who does that look like? Oh my, it's a spitting image of him to me. Why 250 years in Revelations it's written that will be released, Satan will be released. Short time. Yeah, short time is 250 years to God. It's something to do with 1,000 years reign, and the short season is a quarter of that. Something like that. I can't remember what it is. Wow. Nobody's got it. Nobody knows who I'm thinking of. Unbelievable. JP Sears. Look at that FTM body. Look at those titties. Look at those hips. The sloping shoulders of a woman. Look. Toblerone shoulders. JP Sears. Who would have guessed, eh? That one got everywhere. When I first started discovering this and realising that the influencers were also flipped, I just couldn't believe it. Even the YouTubers were flipped. I was like, this is impossible. How have they got away with this? And the only reason I can think is that we are the lambs of God. We're too trusting. We trust everything they say. Look at the size of JP Sears' head on his husband. The arm, the neck. Look at that place to put Mama's spicy meatball. Look at the size of them teeth. The cowardly lion. And Dorothy was a boy, just like in the film. The lion was a girl, and the girl was a boy. It's the Wizard of Oz. Oh, she looks so feminine there. It's unreal. Look at those eyes. Close set. Soft. Beautiful eyes. We're not on JP Sears, Peter. We're on, look, JP Sears. I find it miraculous that we can still laugh and that we can still have trust in the world. I really do. After all that they've done to us, I've said it before and I'll say it again, we really should be crazy, right? Out of our minds with what they've done to us. But for me, it has the opposite reaction. It doesn't make me crazy. It makes me more grounded. I'm more grounded now knowing that I'm closer to God than I've ever been in my life. And I found out before it was too late, you know, that I could recant, that I could repent for the things I've done. For the mistakes I've made. For the people's feelings I've hurt and trodden on without a care in the world. I wish I'd known sooner, I do, but would I have taken it on board as quickly and would I have been as passionate about it? I don't know. Having lived 40 odd years and then finding out water's level, I'm not spinning the world's flat. It kind of had a big impact on me because I'd lived 40 years of a lie. If I hadn't lived the 40 years of the lie, would I still have been so passionate about all? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'd be happy if God was speedy at stopping this clown show that we're living in. I'd be happy if he did. But I can't force God. None of us can. God's going to stop this show when everybody's had a message, I guess. When everybody's had a chance at the truth and either embraced it or walked away from it, I guess. And it's like these people, I don't know how evil this actor is, or Eric Stone Street. She might be a really nice lady. I don't know. I can only go on the one instance that I've got where one of these things in the red dress gave me a love bite when I was 14. If Amanda thought it was alright to give me a love bite at 14, it's quite a satanic thing to do. Knowing you're a dude, Amanda, giving me a love bite, Amanda. You knew what you was doing, Amanda. I have to tar him with that same attitude, right? I've met a lot. Antonio. I've met quite a few flip-flops from the flat earth, and Antonio was quite a nice girl. But I thought he was a boy when he came to visit. I don't know how evil these people are. I can't tell you. I know the ones at the top are pure evil. They've got to be. To do this to us, they've got to be pure evil. The Ephesians 5:11 says we don't wrestle with flesh and blood, but with spiritual wickedness in high places. And again, I'm Bible bashing. Who gives a crap what you think? At the end of the day, it makes perfect sense to me that I am wrestling with fallen angels and Satan himself. That's the reality of living on flat earth, that God's real and Satan wants your soul. And I was supposed to go not knowing God existed. I was supposed to have had a love bite, got to God and go, remember when you was 14 and all them girls were pinning you down, Peter? Yeah, that was great. That was the best time of my life. When I was 14 and I couldn't get a girlfriend, all the girls in school started giving me love bites. It was the best time in my life, my school life, I'd ever had, because all the girls were giving me love bites. And then God says, yeah, but one of them was a boy. You what? Yeah, they even told you there was a boy. Shut up, Father. I know none of my girlfriends told me there was a boy. Which one? Well, it was Amanda. Amanda who? Amanda Lester. Well, how does that tell me? Well, say the name slowly, Peter. Man. Duh. In plain sight. They're the ones that dangle the carrot in front of all of us. Like, you can come to America, you can build a business, you can become a film star, you can become the next Ronald McDonald and own a burger chain. No, you can't. You cannot become the head of any company ever. Your own little company, yeah, but you're not becoming the head of the CEO of Nintendo or Sony or Toshiba or any of these companies. You're not becoming the CEO of any of them. Is that fair? Is it really fair that they can do that to you? And it isn't. It really isn't fair. And it's really sad that people don't care. Our friends and our family. They don't even want to talk about this subject. Not this subject, but any subject. Even like the shots, you can't get them to talk about it. They don't want to admit that. Like Ian the other day, he did admit it was the biggest mistake he'd ever made, wanting to go on holiday and taking a shot. It's made him so ill. But most of the people I speak to won't admit it like he did. They won't admit that they did something wrong to themselves, because then it makes you right. It makes you and I right. We told them not to do it. And for most, I think it's a placebo. If everybody started dropping, the world would cotton on, wouldn't they? Nothing ever happens, as far as I'm concerned. There were a few people I can mention, like Ian, who regret taking it. I'll tell you what, there's not a single person who didn't not take it who doesn't regret not taking it, right? I don't regret not taking it. I wish I'd known what I know now when Ratio was born. I wouldn't let him out my sight. Not a nurse would have taken him away from me. The umbilical cord would have stayed attached for at least 45 minutes before we cut it. so that all the nutrients in it went into his body instead of cutting him off from it. All these things that I know now, I would have done differently had I known back then. So if you're listening, God, I'm grateful. I'm one of your humble peasants, one of your humble children that's grateful for the knowledge you've given me, for opening my mind and my heart. I can't wait to meet you. I really can't. I just, it'll be the biggest blessing and miracle of my life. Even if you say, you did wrong, Peter, you still messed up, see you later. It'll still be the biggest grace in my life to meet the Heavenly Father, even if he's disappointed with everything I've done here. I still look forward to that moment. Mental, right? Even if I failed. I tried so hard to make my brother understand, to make my friends understand. And then you have to come to this realization, they're not you. The reason your life has been this way and been so different is because none of those people around you are you. None of them have got a sense of God. It's more than a sense for me. I don't just sense him now. I just know he's there. In the beginning, I sensed him. I sensed him through stuff in the Bible. I sensed him through bits of nature. I sensed him through people's deeds around me, how I was treated. And now I don't sense him anymore. I don't have a sense of him. I know he's there. I didn't need the Bible. I agree. It's a book written by Queen James. I agree. But there's lots of good stuff in there that can be taken and used and adapted into your own life, your own personality, to make you a nicer person, to make you more kind and loving. Remember, let him without sin cast the first stone. Yeah? Let those trespasses that have been formed against you be forgiven, as you ask the Heavenly Father to forgive your own trespasses. Even for the ones you didn't even... Like the purest people who do no harm down here whatsoever have still messed up. I don't care what you say. They've lusted after the wrong sex, or they've thought the wrong thing. They don't believe in heaven. They think space is real. There's something that Satan got them on. That's the matrix. That's the lie that you're living in. That Satan makes you look like a fool in front of him. At the end of your days, at the end of your life, Satan's going to be stood in the wings laughing at you if you mess up once in front of God. Eric Stone Street is a woman. Final answer. Jesse Tyler Ferguson, son of man code. They love to put man and son in their names. Images. Jesse Tyler Ferguson. Xavier. Copy. Back file. Open. Paste. Search. Whilst it searches for Jesse Tyler Ferguson, we will delve into the picture base. It's the one who looks like JP Sears that we just saw. Again, the small face lot of a woman, the giant five head, the small ears, the coffee bean eyes, the pink lips. This television is unbelievable for showing pink lips. And no jawbone look. I've shown you what a jawbone looked like. Can I go there? I can. There's a real blockhead look. It's me. Rectangular, far apart eyes, large, low set ears. I don't have pink lips. I've got a square jawline and a square chin that casts a beautiful shadow on a big, thick Scottish pine tree of a neck. But this person doesn't have any of those features. This, again, is another FTM. Look at the rosy glow. She might even be pregnant there. Hello, Red Brown. Close set eyes, no brow bone, tiny ears, pink lips, small dentures, no jawbone. This picture here with the pink lips again. Look, this television is unbelievable. These pink lips just stand out like traffic lights to me. Who's this? Tyler Ferguson. Are you in the back file, Jesse? Still working on it. Oh, might not have this one. Walking. And we're done. First picture, I believe. Is that air from Flamingo, female Bigfoot? Nice mints there. I thought that was air. But it's not. It's this one. Look at the sloping shoulders on both of them. She's slightly wider, but they're still sloped, look. When you look at me, it's my neck and then my shoulder goes flat. It does. My neck pops out of a flat line. There's another one there. A bit ski whiff, but it's good. Jared, I love your work. Look at the chicken nom-noms on here. And there's a nice one. Where was it? Reverse full mints. Right there. Feet and knees at 4 and 8 o'clock. Any questions? At the back. There's another nice one right there. Full mints on the right. I've got a Getty seal. And again, full mints from Flamingo. Flamingo from female Bigfoot, should I say. Is that you there in the orange trousers? It is. Full mints again. Jared, I love your work. Look at this mints. Oh my word. Are you paying attention, Neo? Or are you looking at the girl in the red dress? I'll take that picture. It's shocking, isn't it, when it jumps off the page at you like this. Is that a tiddy? It looks like a tiddy. It is a tiddy. Hello. He's in the itty bitty tiddy committee. Here's another one. Look at that shoulder tilt. The arms. Look at the elbows. The Kimbo angles. And then the full mints with diamond. As far as you should be aware, Satan has fooled the whole world, right? Whether I take that from the Bible or not is regardless. Satan has deceived the whole world, including these people. These people think that the father of all lies is going to tell the truth. You got to be kidding me. They think that Satan's going to look after them in hell when they haven't been there yet. They've only got the living. Satan's only going to use them in the living where they can corrupt other people around them. It's been said that when you do this to yourself, the fallen angels find it easier to possess the body. There were some people that believe that the fallen are still moving around the top 200 individuals in the world and possessing their bodies, and just every time they die, they repossess another body. Far-fetched, I agree, but I live in a spiritual world where the Bible tells me that Satan fell with a third of the angels, which is 200 exactly, right? He had 600 angels, a third of them is 200, and they all fell on Mount Olive. Is it Mount Olive? Mount Ararat? They all fell on the Mount of Olives in the chosen land, and then spread. They found the daughters of women attractive and took for them themselves and bred giants. There are pictures that show giant bodies and giant animals all around the world. And I agree. They could have been made. They could have been chiseled. They could have been laser etched. People are like, how did you do the mountains? Well, if you got the laser etching, 3D printing laser etcher, you could just do it from an airship, right? Just pause an airship over a mountain and sculpt a face into it. Far-fetched, I know, but it's possible if they're hiding that technology from me. Otherwise, I've got a real giant that fell down when flash flooding and mud flooding from the above and the below, from the depths of the abyss, freezing cold waters, and from the depths above us, from the abyss, freezing cold waters. That water would have frozen every living thing in sight instantly, flash frozen, and turned to stone within a few weeks, right? That's how it works. In them temperatures, water dripping on something. What's it called? Calcification, petrification. Would happen almost instantly in a very short space and time. And then you'd end up with all these big animals and faces in mountains, etc. The whole world might be giants that we're living on. They say, it says on the coin, on the English pound coin, we stand on the shoulders of giants. Is that right? We stand on the shoulders of giants. £1. Oh. What do you mean we tally will turn off in 60 seconds? Get off. Oh, balls. £1. Why has the pound not gone in? Oh, there we go. It was me, Marley. There you go. It's on the English pound coins that were standing on the shoulders of giants. That every piece of land below us was a giant. Wow. That would be a lot of giants we're standing on, right? Because the Earth's 25,000 miles across. They said that the tallest one stood 3 L's tall. 3 L's tall, like this. Possible of even bigger than that. That's not 3 L's. That's bigger than 3. 3 L's is like 3 times bigger than that, I think. 3 miles in it, 3 L's. 3 miles tall. Half the size of Ben Nevis or whatever. It'd be able to walk across the earth in, I don't know, a couple of weeks probably, with that sort of stride. I've got no idea. Whatever happened here, they've hidden it from us. Isaac Newton, if I have seen favour, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. In that context, it's that he's standing on other scientists' shoulders. But that's not what this means. We're standing on the shoulders of giants because the earth below us used to be living flesh. I don't know. We're going to find out. Whatever we're in this little season or Revelations, we're going to find out, folks. Jesse Tyler Ferguson. Are you in the backfire, Jesse Tyler Ferguson? Yes, you are. Done this one as well. Next. Nolan Gould. Is it relation to Elliot Gould? Parents. Edwin. No. Right, so we'll look at Elliot Gould. Nolan Gould, sorry. Images. Oh, let's put you in the back file. Nolan Gould, you've got a small face. Oh, tiny face. Pink lip. Look at those. This television is unbelievable. Look at those pink lips. He's got a nice surgery scar all around the bottom of the lip. Can you see it? That white line. That's where this lip used to be fatter, more kissable. And they've refined it, made it thinner. Really pink lips. Really pointed jawline. Soft eyes. Coffee bean soft eyes. Let's have a look at your body. Massive hips. Widest below the crotch, look. Wonky nipples. Nolan Gould is a girl. Final answer. Pink lips, high set ears, close set eyes, widow's peak, 5 head, widest in the hairline, soft sloping jawbone, no cheekbones. I don't think I missed anything, did I? No. There was another picture. What was it? Something caught my attention before I clicked on that. What was it? Let's go back one. What was it that caught my attention? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Right, what's his name? Nolan Gould here. Failing forensics. And not many pictures. I don't know if we're going to get this one. Walking. Let's have a look. Woman. Both of them are women. Both doing the flamingo lot. Knees do not rotate out with men. Only with women. Is that your girl for a boyfriend? In the flowery blue dress. Mental, innit? Serial killers, politicians, race car drivers. They're all flip-flops. Three Gates, Nolan Gull. Are you in back file, Nolan? He is. She is. She's been done. Another one bites the dust. Dun, dun, dun. Psh. Another one bites the dust. Oh, is that it? Modern Family. We've done it. Nice. Right, I'll take a few more requests if there is any. Is there any? I don't know if there is. Cut this out. Modern Family. And another one bites. Another one bites. Another one bites the dust. Gonna get somewhere. Another one bites the dust. Come on then. How far's that? 1 minute 1 hour 13. Come on then. There we go. Where's that? Is that the same show? That is the same show, isn't it? Is it? There we go. Modern Family. 1 hour 16. Modern Family. Create. And just like that, your TV show bites the big one. Another one bites the dust. Not TV shows. I ain't got time for another TV show. I've done loads in that last hour and a bit. We need some singles. A couple of single suggestions. Take me through. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Will and Grace, a WG, 3/7 fighter. 30 Rock. What's 30 Rock? Is that... No, I'm thinking Third Rock from the Sun. 30 Rock. What's 30 Rock? I don't know if I've heard of that. Dukes of Hazzard. What, is that a new one? And just the good old boys. Do. Right, I'll be back tomorrow then. We'll pick a TV show. Until next time, just remember God loves you. He thinks you're amazing. He wants you all to know that you were born into an inside out, upside down, back to front, tipsy, topsy, turvy world. Thank you very, very, very much for watching. To all you natural skull checkers and forensic students from around the world. Good night. God bless.